I've been lucky to work with some of the best industry leaders, Deloitte, EY, KPMG, L'Oreal, Kellogg, Sage, Aviva, the UK Treasury, Oxford University. And every client that comes to me ultimately wants high performance. They want everyone to raise the bar. The question is, in an era when, according to Gallup, 80% of the workforce is somewhat often or always burnt out, this is very poor mental health. How do you do that in a sustainable way? That's the million-dollar question. And what I would say is that we're looking for healthy excellence, both for ourselves and also to role model that for our people. And the counterintuitive idea is that optimal performance actually knows its limits. High performers develop what's called somatic awareness of their body, and they're able to discern when they've passed their red line and gone over their capacity. And instead of ignoring the warning signs and numbing through dysfunctional coping mechanisms like booze, they go through deliberate renewal cycles and build their physical and mental capacity so they can wake up fresh to give their all, not just next day, but next week, next month, and in the years in their whole career. And so we're looking for organizations to become like a wave, to shift to a cadence of peak exertion and then renewal, peak exertion and renewal, peak exertion and renewal. And a big research project came out from Yale University, it was covered by Harvard Business Review, and they found that high performance teams consistently operate at 85% capacity. They avoid boom and bust cycles. That's the essence of sustainable high performance culture. The research on real high performers, the one that run hedge funds, they're prime ministerial advisors, they work 80 hours a week, is that when they're on, and when they're off, they're off. They go through deliberate cycles of exertion and renewal. They have this enormous capacity to, when they're working, grind through the huge to-do lists, make really high quality strategic decisions, but they also have a knack to leave it behind, so they resource themselves so they can actually do that in the long term. First, we must understand the context. Knowledge work environments are no longer fit for purpose. All companies have excessive workload. There's nothing we can do about that really. But when combined with 24/7 smartphone interface that is basically designed to hijack your dopamine system, it means that when you're working, you're constantly being interrupted. So you end up pinballing between low productivity tasks and you lose your capacity to discern and focus on what's actually priority and go into that zone of flow where the quality of your output is outstanding. And because of the way knowledge work is, you never get to switch off. You're always thinking about work, responding, and so you don't resource yourself to turn up the next day and bring your A game. So the first step is to take back control using your diary. The most important meeting is the one you set with yourself. This is called meta scheduling, and it should be a repeat calendar invite you set with yourself at 9 a.m. every Monday. And this is where you take control of your schedule. You manage excessive workload so you can actually get through what's priority. And that means scheduling in 90-minute deep focus sessions and having a kind of a quarantine bubble where you can't be interrupted. It also means batching emails and boring admin twice a day rather than kind of half doing it all the time. It means scheduling open office hours at midday where anyone that needs your input can contact you, and that saves all of that asynchronous back and forth, the context switching that's bad for productivity. And crucially, it means scheduling renewal time so you're able to resource the next wave of productivity. They're actually the really practical ways that leaders go to a higher level of productivity.